What if I told you, for the next 30 days, your biggest enemy isn't sugar, it's your own brain? Because the moment you stop eating sugar, your brain doesn't just calmly adjust, it reacts. Like something is missing, like something important has been taken away. You feel irritated, restless, maybe even a little low. And this is exactly why most people fail. But here's the part no one tells you. If you can survive those first few days, your body begins a transformation so powerful, it can reset how you feel, think, and eat. You've probably been here before. You finish a meal, and somehow you still want something sweet. You tell yourself, just one bite. But one bite turns into a habit, and that habit turns into a cycle. You feel tired, so you eat sugar. You feel better for a moment. Then you crash and crave it again, over and over and over. And every time you try to quit, it feels harder than it should. So you start thinking, maybe I just don't have enough discipline. But that's not true. This isn't a willpower problem. This is a biological loop. Your body is running the script. And the real problem begins when this loop starts changing how your brain and metabolism work. Every time you eat sugar, your brain activates its reward system. It releases dopamine, the chemical that makes you feel good. At first, it feels amazing. That small piece of chocolate, that sweet drink, feels incredibly satisfying.
But your brain is smart. It adapts. The more sugar you consume, the less dopamine it releases. So what do? You eat more just to feel the same reward. That's how tolerance builds. Slowly, quietly, your brain starts depending on sugar just to feel normal. And here's where it gets serious. When you suddenly stop eating sugar, your dopamine drops sharply, and your brain reacts like it's losing something essential. That's why you feel irritable, anxious, unmotivated, like something is off, but you can't explain it. This isn't weakness. This is withdrawal.
And sugar isn't just affecting your brain, it's disrupting your entire metabolism. Every time you consume sugar, your blood sugar rises fast. Your body responds by releasing insulin to move that sugar into your cells. At first, everything works fine. But when this happens again and again and again, your system gets overloaded. Your cells start ignoring insulin, like they've heard the signal too many times. This is called insulin resistance. And this is where real damage begins. Because now, your body struggles to control blood sugar. And it doesn't stop there. Another hormone, leptin, is supposed to tell your brain when you're full. But high sugar intake disrupts that signal. So even after eating, you don't feel satisfied. You feel hungry again. This leads to constant cravings, frequent snacking, and loss of control. And the extra sugar your body can't use, it gets stored as fat. Over time, this increases the risk of weight gain, fatty liver, and type 2 diabetes. But here's the turning point. When you remove sugar, your body is forced to adapt. And that adaptation starts with discomfort. The moment you quit sugar, your body enters withdrawal. Some people call it the sugar flu. And this is where most people quit. Not because they're weak, but because they don't understand what's happening. Your body is used to quick energy. Your brain is used to constant dopamine. And suddenly, both are gone. So your system pushes back hard. But this phase is temporary. And if you push through it, everything begins to change. So let's break it down, day by day. Day 1 to 2, the shock. The moment sugar disappears, your body notices fast. Your brain starts asking, where is the reward? You may feel slight headaches, low energy, mild cravings. It's uncomfortable, but manageable. Because what comes next is the real test. Day 3 to 5, the breaking point. This is the hardest phase. Your dopamine is at its lowest. Your cravings peak. You may feel fatigue, mood swings, irritability, even trouble sleeping. This is when your brain whispers, just a little sugar won't hurt. And most people listen. They quit right here. But if you don't, if you push just a little further, something powerful begins to happen. Days 7 to 14, the shift. Your body starts adjusting. Your energy stabilizes. The intense cravings begin to fade. For the first time, you're not constantly thinking about sugar. Your brain starts recalibrating, and something subtle happens. You feel in control again. But the best part is still ahead. Day 30, the reset. By now, your system has adapted. Your energy is steady, no spikes, no crashes. Your mind feels clearer, more focused, more stable. And your taste changes. Foods that once felt normal now taste too sweet. And natural foods finally feel satisfying. This isn't just a habit change. This is a biological reset. Before quitting sugar, your energy was unpredictable. Your mood all over the place. Your cravings in control. But after 30 days, everything shifts. Your energy becomes consistent. Your focus improves. Your mood stabilizes. And inside your body, healing begins. Your insulin balances, your risk of disease drops, and your body becomes better at burning fat. This isn't temporary. This is a long-term upgrade. But knowing all this isn't enough, because the hardest part is those first few days. So here's how to make it easier. First, build meals around protein and fiber. They keep you full and stabilize your blood sugar. Second, drink water. Before reaching for sugar, sometimes your brain is just thirsty. Third, don't skip meals. Long gaps lead to bad choices. Fourth, prioritize sleep. Less sleep means stronger cravings. And finally, move your body. Even light movement releases feel-good chemicals, helping replace that sugar dopamine. Quitting sugar isn't just about avoiding sweets. It's about understanding how your body works. Because once you realize your cravings are biological, not weakness, everything changes. You stop blaming yourself and you start taking control. If you want to understand your body, not through myths, but real science, subscribe to Well Nerd. Because the more you understand your body, the more control you have over it. And if you're serious about your health, watch the next video on insulin resistance. Because what you don't see can hurt you the most.